What's up, guys? Welcome back to some more Farming Simulator 17. Hopefully you guys did enjoy that time lapse there in the beginning. It's actually sitting right next to me rendering still. So that video, if you guys are into that, that actually takes a lot more time than you might think. That was a 42, 43, 44, 45, some 40 number minute long video of me just skipping, doing the in-game like times 120 on the time. But that was me doing that over the course of like 3 or 4 nights, I think. So now we're in early autumn, which just so happens to be when we're supposed to harvest our corn. So that's what we're going to be doing in this episode today. This is episode number 3, by the way. This is the 3rd one. And big news, I figured out my audio. Or at least I think I figured out my audio. Again, don't know if the levels are going to be good or how that's going to go. But for the time being, I think I got it coming through both the left and the right side if you are a headphone wearer. So it shouldn't be that much of an issue now. I was going to set a timer this time because on the previous 2 videos, I recorded for, I don't know, probably an hour and a half on both of them. And I'm really trying to keep it to like 20 to 30 minutes. I know I said, I think in the first one, I was just going to keep it to like 30 minutes. But I think we're going to shoot for more like 20. Because it's a long video. Like an hour and a half long like 4K footage video takes up about 80 to 90 gigabytes. I don't have a whole lot of storage. Also, yeah, sorry about the sniffling. Something's going on with my throat. Not really sure what. But what we're doing right now is taking this tractor. This is the 7310. We're going to take this to the car wash. There's like an actual like working car wash in the map, which is pretty sweet. So we're going to go check that out. I haven't used it before, but it should be, pretty straightforward. I'm going to set my cruise control to 35 too, just to keep it more realistic. Let's see, what does this sign say? 45? Alright, we'll up it to 45 then. Try to follow the rules here. The rules of the road. I don't remember where the car wash is exactly, but I know I saw it. So we might just be driving around in circles here for a little bit. But we are crossing the Mississippi, boys. We are going to Iowa, going to the home state. There's the sign. The people of Iowa welcome you to Iowa. Where else? Okay, so we should be able to come down here. Okay, so I know I've been to McGregor. I just don't remember. Obviously, it's, by the Mississippi. Oh, speaking of which, there's the car wash. But I know I've been to McGregor. I don't remember when, but I know it was a place that I have visited in the past. But I don't remember why I went there or what we were doing there. I know I went with my family, but we're gonna unlock the load. Let's zoom in here so we can get a better camera angle. Unlock the load, tilt the trailer down. We can turn the Kodiak off. Then we're gonna hop in the 7310. Start her up, and we should be able to back her off. And I know it's not like who in their right mind would take a 7310 or any tractor for that matter to the car wash, but we're gonna do it anyways because we're thug like that. Let's make sure we're sort of centered anyways. Oh, he's just gonna be driving right on the rails. That'll be fine. But no, this is really cool. So if I go cab view and I pull up like it's a car, it'll tell me when I have to stop. Or it should. Is it gonna tell me? There we go. Stop. It's right when your wheels are on that front part. And now, so the tractor, I mean, it's already gonna be clean on this first pass. So like, you can see it now. It's already clean for the most part. But I'm gonna leave the camera sit in the cab view like this, just so you can see both the mirrors, and I'll just fast forward through all this. All right, boys, we are getting dried off, and this thing runs like the whole length of this wash bay here, which is kind of neat. So now it should come to a stop. It should say go, and I think, yeah, that door opens up. So we'll take the 7310, get back on the road. You know, we'll turn our hazards on. By the book. We are playing by the book. Turn them off now, and we should just load back up on the trailer. I could have easily got the power washer, but if you look in that upper right hand corner, I don't have any money. I'm actually in debt at the moment. That is thanks to fast forwarding. But I had to do that because there's nothing else for us to do right now. You know, we all we have to do is oops. All we have to do is harvest, and then we'll get some money back. But there's nothing for us to do in between that. I said in episode 2 though that I wanted to get this tractor washed. So that was the first thing I wanted to accomplish. Now that that's done, we can go ahead and get started on harvest. I don't think we'll see how much like actual commentary I do over the harvest. But like I said, my throat is a little weird today, so I don't know if I'll do a whole lot of talking. But we're gonna get the 7310 dropped off first thing. And then after that, we'll go ahead and get in the New Holland, the CR1090. I think that's what that is. It's the customs or custom modding CR1090, I think. But we're gonna hop in that sucker. We're gonna get harvesting. Another thing. So, on one episode, what I want to accomplish is basically take this, like some of the crop here, and make this, like where I'm walking, gravel. So like kind of cut into the corn and then come up this way and connect back into here. So I want to take this gravel and just kind of rope it around these trees and get it to where it's more flat and bring it over here, because there's only one entrance to the back, like to where we are right now. There's only one entrance, and what I was gonna do literally just now is just drive around, but we can't do that because there's nowhere to drive to or drive on. So now I'm forced to back up completely. Actually, we can fill this up with fuel too. Yeah, let's fill this up quick. Yeah, we can be about here. This is a kind of a weird truck. I feel like most of the trucks that I've driven in Farm Sim so far have had pretty decent sized fuel tanks, but this one seems a little small. Maybe I'm just getting it confused with like the semi trucks, because the semis, boy, they can carry some fuel. There we go. Oh, yeah, I forgot there's a big pothole there. Readjust. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. It's just a trailer. Just a trailer. Oh. Goosenecks do not like manual detach or attach, for that matter. Sorry, and every time I like turn around, I want to just get rid of these trees. That's something else I should do. I should just get like the stump grinder, not even chop the trees down, but just get rid of them really quickly. Just take a stump grinder to them and get rid of it as a whole, because they get in the way, you know, like especially somewhere tight like this. You're trying to navigate. It gets in the way. All right, we're gonna shut him off. Isn't there an opener on the outside? I can't even get through there. This truck's so dang big. Yeah, there is. Okay. So we'll just close him up. We're not going to need him for a while now that we're going to start on harvest. But that is what we're going to do. We're going to get started on the harvest. So first thing we should probably get is, I don't know. This is going to take me a while. I might just get that set up off camera. But I don't really know where the head of that is supposed to go into that bin. I think right where that little cap is up top. Tab over to the old Magnum. This thing's not too big. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's the biggest engine setup that you can do with this specific mod. What is it again? The 7150. So we have the 7310 and the 7150. One is John Deere, one is Case, obviously. Let's back this guy up. A little more. Right there. Perfect. Alright, and they should be attached back here. Yep, good to go. And I think we're going to be able to hold at least 50,000 total in here. But we got to, first thing, we just got to pull these out because that harvester's got to come out of there, or the combine. That's a good question too. Do you guys call it harvester or combine? Because I know in game it calls it a harvester, but I've always heard them be called combines like my whole life. So I suppose it's probably just something that differs from wherever you're from. We'll leave the Case, the Magnum, the I gotta get used to saying these. The 7150. Got it. We're gonna use the 7150 for the J&M, the gravity wagons. And then let's go ahead and just tab over again to the New Holland. The glare on the inside of this thing, dudes, is bad. Like, that does not look good. And it could just be because I'm that close to the lights. But this is a big boy. And I put the tracks on it because I thought they'd be like bigger than the stock tracks, the ones you find on the one of the CR10 that's in the game. But they're not. They look exactly the same. So what we're gonna do now is get this thing unfolded. Let's see if I remember how to do that. G to switch, V to, that's lower. There we go. It's X. X is to unfold. I guess we do need it lowered too. Get back over in this guy and hit B. Oh, I gotta unfold the harvester, I guess, too. Duh. Cool, now we can hit B, get her started. Let's double check that we're actually ready for harvest. Let's go to harvest. Okay, yep. So 47, 46, 45. Those are the fields we're gonna harvest. I'm gonna start on, what is this, 45, just because it is the biggest and most awkward. So now that we got it running, we should just be able to start harvest. Oh yeah. We are going. Okay, so this is gonna fill up pretty fast. I couldn't remember if corn was a crop that's high in yield. Typically, that's kind of just how the game does it. Is like certain crops yield more than others. But like potatoes, for instance, that's a very high yield crop. So you need very, very big wagons or just a lot of them to actually haul it all around. What I would do, honestly, if we were doing potatoes, is just get the big Wilson trailer. I think it holds like 80 or 90,000. Let's look at that quick. Wilson trailer, this one. Yeah, 90,000. So that's totally what I would do in that case. But for what we're doing, I think we'll probably be okay just using the gravity wagons and then transporting what we have in the gravity wagons to our grain bin, that Brock grain bin. So this is probably going to take a bit. I'm going to go ahead and set cruise control. We could also rent out another combine, just get another one going on another field, and just hire out a worker on it. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. I might see how far I can get just by myself, But it does get pretty grindy after a while, especially just going back and forth and back and forth. All right, we're almost full on this. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hire out a worker, so that should turn on the, yeah. And then I'm gonna go back and get the case. I'm gonna bring the case over there just so we can have something to dump into, because we're already 80% full in that. And we've done 2 passes, not even, 1.5 passes on the longer stretch of 45. But we'll pull right up. Yeah, there we go. And he's got his arm out there. So we'll start filling in this first one. We'll just keep the helper going, and I'll go get the auger set up. But I'm gonna tab over to the old 620, the 620 gas. All about that gas. Yeah, it takes a long time to start up, to actually get fired up. And it's loud, so I do apologize if you can't hear me. This thing's just so loud, and it does not like tight turns. So since we gotta fill, I'm thinking I just back into the cornfield quick. Oh yeah, this is gonna be extremely problematic. We'll have to pull way out here. Oh my god. No, 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 no! Oh, shoot. Okay. Let me try to lower it back down and see if we can't flip ourselves over. Oh no. Boys, we might have to reset these. We'll see if we can't prop him back up. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. As soon as every time you get those like super high like that, they just get so tippy, like top heavy. All right, we're gonna have to go third person view. Just give him a little love tap. There we go. Okay. All right. That should be good, so we should be able to raise it up. There we go. Okay. Raise it up to about there. I'm gonna turn it in just a little bit. So I just gotta go up a little more. Back up just a tad. Right there. Looks about perfect. I'm pretty sure that's where you put the grain in at. It would make sense, right? Shoot, guys, I don't know. Okay, now we gotta fix this guy because he's all cattywampus. See if I remember how to adjust him. We gotta do this one just like that. He looks okay. He looks level. We'll go ahead and shut the 620 off. That looks okay. You know, it looks a little funky, but we'll be all right with that for now. First, now we gotta see if it works. Worker, what are you doing, man? Don't be turning around. You gotta hit that whole strip. He's scared of going through the grass. Wow. Wow, dude. Really, dude? We gotta do G, then V to lower, then G again, and then B to start her up. Got it. Now we got it figured out, boys. Like I said, I mean, these controls, man, they're weird. Like, everything's way weirder than the Xbox version. I gotta keep clearing my throat, so if I forget to edit out one of my coughs, don't hate me. And then that should be this. We'll go ahead and turn her off. Oh, the case is pretty far away, isn't it? I want to just walk everywhere, because like that's realism. You would have to walk everywhere, but man, it takes so much time. Okay, we'll fill this guy up a little bit more, and then we'll just go ahead and hire out the worker one more time. One mo again. But we're gonna make him, I think we're gonna make him go the other direction. So like not horizontal but vertically, up and down the field, just because I don't think he's gonna get the ends very well, and if we start him going the other direction, I think he'll have a better time. I like these little gravity wagons though, you know? They get the job done, and they actually hold quite a bit if you think about it. So pull up like this, and then we should get the icon for unload. Okay, perfect. Now, I haven't unloaded anything yet, so unload is I. Uh-oh. Let's keep unloading this guy. And it should, yeah, it should dump straight into there. It's a little off from where we set it last, I think. Yeah, just a bit, but it's it might be working okay. Let's check this. It doesn't say that we have any corn, but that's probably because it's a modded grain bin. Oh no. I see it already. Boys, we done goofed. It's not even dumping into the grain bin. Oh no. I don't know how I'm gonna get this cleaned up. Shoot. Okay, so we're gonna have to get a front loader. I'm gonna sell this thing. I don't know how to use it. I don't even know how to use the auger, really. But we're gonna get something else. Something maybe easier to use. But while I'm doing that, I'll just skip through all this and we'll, yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. We spilled a bunch of corn, boys. We spilled a lot of corn. And I don't know. I think our best plan of action is to get a front loader for this. I think I'm gonna have to add the front loader like points on here so we can actually use it. But for right now, we're gonna take this bad boy to the stove. To the stove, baby. Should we use the trailer? We should probably use the trailer, right? Yeah, the store's kind of a ways away. We gotta cross the Mississippi. So, little tip. I don't know if I shared this with you guys yet already, but little tip. If you hit F5, it'll pull up the, I don't really know what to call this, but it's very laggy, so you don't want to be in it very long. But it'll show you like where the trigger points are. So you can see that orange box around the top of us. That's our trigger point for the store. Just a little tip, just to help you guys out. So you actually know where you're supposed to be, especially on these modded maps. It's kind of nice to be able to tell, you know, where stuff's at. All right, front loader attachment, yes. Ooh, that's gonna be 1,800 bucks. Wait, where'd the extra grand come from? Just in the update alone, I guess. That's okay. So did it add it? Yes. All right. Now let's take this over here. I already purchased that front loader. So we should just be, oh no, it is in the ground. That doesn't look promising. We might have to reset that. Let's just casually go underneath the truck. Go forward a little bit more. There we go, that should work, right? That's pretty close. Yes, okay, cool. So basically we just, oh my God. We just can't ever unhook that front loader. Ever. Back up to the trailer. Looks like the green matches fairly well. I'm kind of surprised, actually. But now we need a bucket. I'm pretty sure there's a bucket in front loaders. So that's the one we got. I thought it came with a bucket, though. You know what? Let's get this one. It holds more. Hopefully it's the same color, or close. Yeah, that looks okay. I don't really love the claw, but it'll work. Let's go back to the farm. I'll just to save time, I'll just skip this until we're back at the farm. Okay, boy, am I glad we skipped that. I got to the top of the hill, like, as I'm coming up, like where I literally just came from. Just got up to the top of the hill, tipped over. I guess I was going a little too fast, so I had to get the 620 out. I know, the slowest tractor ever, and tip myself back over. So we're gonna drive the Kodiak this way, make a sharp turn here, and we'll unlock the load, drop the trailer down. We can turn him off now. We'll hop in the 7310 again. And now that we got this, bucket, I mean, this should work out okay. God, I don't want it open that far. So we'll leave the bucket open about there. And now what we have to do, now that we got rid of this grain bin and we've upgraded it to this. I know Squad had this on his Iowa farm map. I think it's the same map too. I haven't really explored it much, but the UMRV. And it looks like we already picked up a little corn by accident, but we're gonna start dumping the corn on the ground from our huge mistake. Actually, this might be a good thumbnail. Let me let me get this oriented better for a thumbnail. All right, guys. So this should be the thumbnail. If you guys are wondering how I do that, that's literally it. I just kind of freeze it on where I want it and go from there. Get in the old Photoshop and edit a little bit, put some text over it, call it a day. So we'll try cab view on this. I don't know how well it's gonna work because I haven't played cab view really at all. But we'll give her a go and see if we can make something happen. Alright boys, this is the last load. I either time lapsed that or just cut it completely just because it was not exactly a fun time. But we are done with the 7310 now. I'm gonna leave him here. But I don't know, boys. I might end the episode here. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Sorry, there's a lot of hiccups on this episode, but episode 4 we're gonna be continuing harvest now that we have a good grain station, and should be able to get all these fields knocked out. But like I said, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully I see you guys in the next episode. Peace, guys.